The San Francisco 49ers have been making some serious waves off the field lately, and one of the biggest stories revolves around their young quarterback Brock Purdy. Now, if you remember the draft from 2020, Purdy was that final pick famously known as Mr. Irrelevant. Usually that title doesn't come with high expectations, but Purdy has flipped the script entirely. Since stepping onto the field as a rookie starter, he's been anything but irrelevant. He's shown grit, determination, and a level of performance that's earned him not only respect, but a major place in the team's future plans. Since his debut, Purdy has racked up an impressive 23 wins against 13 losses as the 49ers starter. That includes the playoff appearances and a trip all the way to the Super Bowl, proving that he's more than just a backup or a surprise. He's a legitimate leader on that roster. Recognizing his value, the 49ers moved quickly to secure his services long-term, handing him a massive 5-year deal worth $265 million. This contract catapulted him into the elite group of the top 8 highest-paid quarterbacks in the entire league, an astonishing rise from being the very last pick in his draft class. But it's not just about the numbers on the contract or the paycheck. What makes this extension truly significant is the message it sends about the kind of player Purdy is and what the team believes he represents. From the moment he joined the squad, Purdy's work ethic, consistency, and calm under pressure have stood out. It's clear he's not just a flash in the pan or a lucky break, he's a cornerstone for the 49ers offense moving forward. One of his closest teammates, the star tight end George Kittle, has been vocal about how much this contract means not only for Purdy, but for the team's overall health and morale. Kittle pointed out how important it was that the 49ers locked down the contracts for him, Purdy, and linebacker Fred Warner all before May wrapped up. No drawn-out drama, no last-minute scrambling, just clean, straightforward deals that allowed everyone to turn their full attention to the season ahead. That kind of stability is rare in today's NFL, where contract negotiations can drag on and create distractions. Kittle highlighted that having those big pieces settled early means the players can focus fully on football without having to worry about off-field stress. When that happens, the whole team can find its rhythm, build chemistry, and get ready to push hard during training camp and beyond. It's the kind of environment that breeds success, especially in a league where mental focus and preparation are just as crucial as physical talent. What's even more remarkable is that both Purdy and Kittle themselves were not highly touted picks when they entered the NFL. Purdy, as we said, was the very last selection in his draft, while Kittle was picked in the 5th round back in 2017. It's rare to see players chosen so late in the draft climb all the way to becoming some of the highest paid at their positions. Their stories are proof that the draft position isn't everything. It's what you do after you're picked that truly counts. Kittle hasn't held back in praising Purdy's relentless drive and consistency. He emphasized that Purdy has been the same focused and hardworking guy since day one, and that consistency is exactly why he earned such a lucrative contract. For Kittle, it's also a point of pride to see the team that drafted them recognizing their contributions and rewarding them accordingly. After all, players come into the league hoping to perform and help their team win games. And when the organization responds by showing that belief in a tangible way, it creates a powerful bond. Of course, it wasn't all smooth sailing last season for the 49ers. They ended up with a disappointing record, finishing last in the NFC West with 6 wins and 11 losses. Purdy himself saw a dip in his numbers, posting a quarterback rating of 96.1, the lowest of his 3 seasons so far. The team faced challenges and underwent a significant roster shakeup, losing key players like Deebo Samuel and Dre Greenlaw, which only added to the pressure on the returning players and coaching staff. So while the contract extensions for Purdy, Kittle, and Warner send a positive signal and show the franchise's commitment to its core talent, there's still plenty of work to do. The roster needs to gel, and the team has to prove that it can compete at the highest level again. Fans might be hopeful but also cautious, wondering if these moves will translate into a genuine playoff push in the upcoming season. That said, locking down these key players early gives the 49ers a solid foundation to build on. It removes distractions, boosts locker room confidence, and sets the stage for a focus-hungry group ready to make a statement. Brock Purdy's rise from last pick to one of the league's highest-paid quarterbacks is an incredible journey, and now the spotlight is on him and his teammates to show that this investment pays off on the field where it truly counts. The offseason changes around the San Francisco 49ers have been significant, and the ripple effects of those moves will be felt throughout the upcoming campaign. Beyond the exciting contract news for Brock Purdy, George Kittle, and Fred Warner, the team has faced some tough departures that have reshaped the roster. Losing key contributors like Deebo Samuel, a dynamic wide receiver, known for his explosive playmaking ability, and Dre Greenlaw, a hard-hitting linebacker who was a defensive staple, certainly leaves big holes to fill. These departures mean the 49ers need to not only reload, but also recalibrate their strategy. On both sides of the ball, the front office and coaching staff are tasked with the challenge of integrating new faces into the lineup and finding ways to maximize the talent they have left. The pressure is on to develop chemistry quickly because the NFL season waits for no one. The road to a successful year won't be easy, especially with an NFC West division that remains highly competitive. Teams like the Los Angeles Rams, Seattle Seahawks, and Arizona Cardinals are all hungry for supremacy, making every division game a crucial battle. For the 49ers, this means that getting Brock Purdy and the offense firing on all cylinders from the start is absolutely vital. Purdy's role has evolved drastically in a short period of time. What started as a backup quarterback role turned into a full-blown leadership position. His ability to handle pressure, make quick decisions, and lead the offense in critical moments has earned him the respect of his teammates and coaches alike. It's no small feat for a player drafted last to emerge as a team's franchise quarterback. That kind of story resonates deeply in the NFL, where perseverance and mental toughness often define success. Purdy's journey is a testament to the power of hard work, preparation, and seizing the moment when it counts. Meanwhile, George Kittle continues to be a dominant force at tight end. His physicality, route running, and ability to gain yards after the catch make him a nightmare matchup for defenses. Kittle's contract extension reflects not only his past performance but the belief that he will continue to be a key offensive weapon. His leadership on and off the field helps set the tone for the team, and having his deal sorted out early allows him to focus purely on football and staying healthy, which is crucial given his history of injuries. Fred Warner, arguably one of the best linebackers in the league, also secured his future with the 49ers. His ability to read offenses, make tackles all over the field, and lead the defense is invaluable. Warner's presence brings stability and confidence to a defense that has seen significant changes recently. The team's decision to lock him down early signals just how much they rely on his leadership and playmaking ability. The combination of Purdy, Kittle, and Warner being locked into long-term contracts is a cornerstone for the franchise's plans. It's a statement that the 49ers are committed to building around their core players and believe in the potential of their roster. However, having these pieces in place is only part of the equation. The coaching staff must craft schemes that highlight their strengths and minimize any weaknesses, especially as the team adapts to the roster turnover. This offseason's roster overhaul isn't just about replacing talent lost, it's also about adding fresh energy and new perspectives. The draft, trades, and free agency all play a role in shaping a team's identity. The 49ers have opportunities to bring in players who can complement their stars and fill gaps in key areas. Depth is critical in the NFL, especially with the inevitable injuries that occur over a long season. So finding reliable backups and rotational players will be essential. The pressure on Brock Purdy is significant, coming off a down year statistically. And with the team's struggles last season, expectations will be high to prove that the extension was well-earned. Purdy needs to showcase growth, refine his decision-making, and demonstrate consistency week after week. The entire offense will lean on his ability to lead and execute game plans effectively. His supporting cast, including Kittle and a hopefully improved receiving corps, will be vital in taking some pressure off and opening up the playbook. From the defensive side, Fred Warner's leadership will be tested. As new players step into larger roles, the defense must gel quickly and find ways to disrupt opposing offenses, creating turnovers and limiting big plays. With the departures of some key defenders, younger players and newcomers will have to step up and contribute immediately. It's a tall order, but one the 49ers have faced before and can overcome with the right mindset. The coaching staff's role cannot be overstated. The transition from off-season work to regular season preparation will determine whether the 49ers can return to playoff contention. Every practice, every adjustment, and every game plan must be precise. The team's culture, built on accountability and toughness, will be the foundation they rely on during tough stretches. Leadership from both the coaches and veteran players will guide the team through highs and lows. Fans and analysts alike will be watching closely to see how the 49ers respond. The combination of contract security for key players and a refreshed roster creates a mix of optimism and caution. The team has talent and potential but needs to prove it on the field consistently. The NFL is a league of fine margins, and the 49ers' margin for error might be slim given the strength of their division and conference opponents. Ultimately, the San Francisco 49ers enter this new chapter with a clear vision and a strong core. Brock Purdy's journey from the last pick in the draft to a top-tier quarterback sets the tone for the team's resilience and ambition. Alongside him, George Kittle and Fred Warner anchor both offense and defense with their talent and leadership. The offseason moves have set the stage, but it is the performance on the gridiron that will define the success of this era. The road ahead will be challenging with fierce competition and the weight of expectations. But the 49ers have laid the groundwork to compete at the highest level. This group has the tools to rise above adversity, to push through setbacks, and to chase their ultimate goal of returning to championship contention. It's a story still being written with every snap, and every play carrying the potential to shape the future of the franchise. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. A seismic tremor is rippling through the NFL landscape this week, fueled by an astonishing and as yet unconfirmed development that could redefine the league's power balance. Whispers growing louder by the hour suggest a stunning twist in the saga of Cincinnati Bengals star quarterback Joe Burrow. Unverified reports originating from a cryptic social media post that has since been scrubbed indicate Burrow may have been spotted in a San Francisco 49ers uniform. While the image's authenticity remains fiercely debated, and no official confirmation has emerged from either franchise, the mere possibility has ignited a firestorm of speculation. Could the Golden Boy of Cincinnati, the architect of their recent resurgence, truly be on the verge of a blockbuster move to the Bay Area? The thought alone sends shivers down the spines of Bengals fans, and as analysts scrambling to comprehend the potential ramifications. Sources close to the situation, speaking on condition of anonymity, hint at a clandestine operation that has been unfolding behind the scenes. The sudden appearance of Burrow in the iconic red and gold, even if only a fleeting glimpse in a grainy photo, has lent an air of credibility to what would otherwise be dismissed as pure fantasy. Could this be the culmination of a long-simmering desire for a change of scenery for Burrow? Or perhaps a strategic masterstroke by the ever-aggressive 49ers front office? The implications of such a transfer are staggering. The 49ers, already a formidable force, would instantly become an unstoppable juggernaut with Burrow at the helm. For the Bengals, it would represent a devastating blow, an abrupt end to an era of burgeoning hope. While official channels remain silent, the football world holds its breath, captivated by the prospect of a revolving door at quarterback that could rewrite the narrative of the upcoming NFL season. This is more than just a rumor, it's a battering ram against the established order. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.